Before we dive in, subscribe to our channel for more insightful content that could potentially save your furry friend's life. Today we're turning the spotlight on 22 common foods that, unbeknownst to many, pose a deadly threat to our canine companions. We'll be unveiling these culinary culprits one by one, equipping you with the knowledge to keep your dog safe and healthy. This is not just information, it's a lifeline for your beloved pet. Are you ready to become a more informed pet parent? Let's dive in. First on our list, we have two well-loved human treats, chocolate and coffee. These goodies may bring us joy and energy, but they can be deadly for our four-legged friends. Let's start with chocolate. The culprit here is a substance called theobromine. It's a bitter alkaloid of the cacao plant, and it's found in all types of chocolate, but especially in dark and unsweetened baking chocolate. Theobromine is a stimulant that affects the central nervous system and cardiovascular system. For us humans, it's not much of an issue, but for dogs it's a different story. They metabolize theobromine more slowly than we do, so it stays in their system longer, leading to poisoning. Symptoms can range from mild distress like restlessness and panting to severe problems like seizures and even heart failure. Now let's talk about coffee. Much like chocolate, coffee contains a stimulant, this time it's caffeine. Dogs are far more sensitive to caffeine than we are, and even a small amount can lead to caffeine poisoning. This can cause a rapid heart rate, restlessness, vomiting, and in severe cases, seizures, and even death. The common thread here is that both chocolate and coffee affect a dog's nervous system and heart. It's not about the quantity, even a small amount can be harmful. So, what might seem like a harmless treat or a minor spill on the floor could turn into a serious issue for your furry friend. So, how can we keep our dogs safe? The answer is simple. Prevent access. Keep your chocolate stash and coffee grounds out of reach. Be mindful when you're enjoying these treats and ensure no crumbs or spills are left for curious noses to find. As dog owners, our job is to keep our pets safe and healthy. Understanding the dangers of foods like chocolate and coffee is a crucial part of that responsibility. Remember, your morning cup of coffee and sweet treats should be kept far from your dog's reach. It's a small step to take, but it can make a world of difference in the health and happiness of your beloved pet. Scene script. Next we have a hidden danger in many of our everyday products, xylitol, followed by grapes and raisins. Now, you might be thinking, xylitol, isn't that the stuff in my sugar-free gum? And you'd be spot on. Xylitol is a sugar substitute found in a variety of items, from your favorite sugar-free candy to certain brands of toothpaste. But while it's a sweet deal for us, for dogs, it's a whole different story. When dogs ingest xylitol, their bodies mistake it for real sugar and release insulin to combat this perceived sugar spike. But since xylitol doesn't increase blood sugar levels, the insulin just ends up drastically lowering their blood sugar. This can lead to hypoglycemia, a potentially life-threatening condition that can occur as quickly as 15 minutes after ingestion. Symptoms include vomiting, loss of coordination, and seizures. In severe cases, xylitol can even cause liver failure. Now let's move on to grapes and raisins. These may seem like harmless treats to toss to your dog, but in reality, they can cause serious damage. Scientists are still not completely sure why, but grapes and raisins can cause acute kidney failure in dogs. Even a small amount can make a dog sick. Vomiting, lethargy, and depression are some of the initial signs of grape and raisin poisoning. As the toxin progresses, dogs may refuse to drink or eat and show signs of abdominal pain. The scary part is, it doesn't matter if your dog is a tiny Chihuahua or a massive Great Dane, the toxic effects seem to be the same. And there's no known safe quantity, so it's best to avoid these foods altogether for our furry friends. So what can we do to protect our dogs from these hidden dangers? The answer is simple. Always check the ingredient list. If xylitol is listed, keep it far from your dog's reach. As for grapes and raisins, it's best to keep them off your dog's menu entirely. Always check the ingredient list and keep these harmful foods out of your dog's reach. Now let's discuss some unexpected hazards. Onions, garlic, and alcohol. Onions and garlic, staple ingredients in many of our favorite recipes, pack a punch of flavor. However, for our canine companions, they can pack a punch of a different sort, a potentially lethal one. These alliums contain compounds that can wreak havoc on a dog's blood cells, leading to a condition known as hemolytic anemia. This condition causes the body's red blood cells to burst, leading to a variety of serious symptoms, including fatigue, rapid breathing, and a loss of appetite. The severity of the symptoms varies with the amount ingested and the size of the dog. A small dog that consumes a large quantity of onions or garlic could become seriously ill, while a larger dog may not show symptoms unless they consume these ingredients regularly. It's important to note that cooking these ingredients does not neutralize the harmful compounds, so even your leftover pasta sauce could be a danger. Moving on to alcohol, it's not just a potential hazard, it's a definite no-no for dogs. Even in small amounts, alcohol can have a serious impact on a dog's central nervous system. The effects are similar to those in humans, but much more severe and potentially deadly. Dogs can experience difficulty breathing, abnormal blood acidity, tremors, and even go into a coma. Alcohol poisoning in dogs can occur from consuming alcoholic beverages, but also from products that contain alcohol, like certain types of mouthwash or medication. And remember, dogs have a keen sense of smell. They can sniff out that half-empty beer can you left on the coffee table or the bottle of red wine you didn't quite finish last night. So what's the takeaway here? Keep onions, garlic, and alcohol out of your dog's reach. Make sure your trash can has a secure lid and clean up any spills promptly. Don't leave alcoholic beverages unattended, and be mindful of any guests who may not be aware of the dangers these items pose to your furry friend. Ensure these items are securely stored and out of your dog's reach. Scene script. Finally, we'll cover some foods you might not expect: dairy products, avocado, and macadamia nuts. Let's dive right in with dairy products. While a little milk or cheese may seem like a harmless treat, many dogs are lactose intolerant. This means they lack the necessary enzyme, lactase, to break down lactose, the sugar found in milk. Consuming dairy can lead to upset stomachs, diarrhea, and even food allergies in dogs. While small amounts may not cause immediate harm, regular consumption could lead to chronic issues. Now let's talk about that trendy superfood avocado. It's a fantastic source of healthy fats for humans, but not so much for our canine companions. The issue lies in a substance called persin, which is found in all parts of the avocado, including the fruit, pit, leaves, and bark. Persin can cause vomiting and diarrhea in dogs. Moreover, the pit can pose a choking hazard or cause an intestinal blockage if swallowed. Last but not least, we have macadamia nuts. These rich, buttery nuts are a favorite in many human snacks and desserts, but they're a definite no-no for dogs. Just a handful of macadamia nuts can make a dog sick. Symptoms include weakness, depression, vomiting, tremors, and hyperthermia. The exact substance causing the toxicity is unknown, but its effects on the dog's nervous system are clear and can be quite severe. So while these foods may be staples in our diets, they can pose serious risks to our furry friends. It's crucial to keep in mind that dogs' digestive systems are different from ours. They process foods differently, and what may be nutritious for us can be harmful, even deadly, for them. Always consult with a veterinarian before introducing new foods into your pet's diet. It's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to the health and well-being of our beloved pets. It's critical to remember what's good for us might not be good for our pets. We've covered a lot today, but it's all crucial knowledge for any dog owner. We've delved into the sneaky killers, chocolate and coffee, which, despite their delicious allure to us humans, can have devastating effects on our canine companions. We've also exposed the hidden dangers lurking in everyday items. Xylitol, a common sweetener found in many products, and grapes or raisins, seemingly harmless fruits, can both lead to serious health complications for our beloved dogs. Furthermore, we've unpacked the unexpected hazards of onions and garlic, as well as alcohol. While these might be staples in our cuisine and celebrations, they can be downright poisonous for our pets. And finally, we've discussed the final threats of dairy products, avocados, and macadamia nuts. While these foods can seem innocuous or even beneficial, they can be harmful to dogs in certain quantities or forms. The key takeaway from all this is simple, yet vital. Being mindful of what our dogs consume is of utmost importance. Just because a food is safe for us doesn't mean it's safe for them. Our dogs depend on us for their well-being, and it's our responsibility to ensure that what we're feeding them is not only nourishing, but safe. Remember to subscribe for more informative content. Let's keep our furry friends safe and healthy.